go, let's go, let's go. Hello, people checking in. Get that down here. Yeah, drop a comment if that's you. I can't see right now. There we go. All right, people.
Hey.
Hey. Okay, shirt.
Yeah, I got the shirt on.
No, I feel it, but
a bit. 1 second.
Yeah, get comfortable, whatever. So still notify people. It was just moving slow. Okay. Hey, whoever joined in.
Oh, I'm gonna try to share my page too. 1 second.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna try to pin it.
All right.
So that's what I was doing too. Startup Sundays from this comment real quick. Yeah. HBCUCultureShop Founder. In a second, people will be joining in. Feel free to drop a comment.
Yep. Oh, let me copy this link. All right. Let's see if I can share it like this. Okay.
It must have been your post. Maybe because you're added in. I don't know. This is weird.
It's weird.
I don't know. Maybe it gave you the rights, but try if you want. Go ahead and pin what I posted. I don't know. Maybe it gave you.
I tried to share it, so I think it went through. And it didn't let me share it on the Culture Shop page, but cool.
All right, that's cool. But yeah, let's get up into it. So I see some people joining in. Feel free to drop comments, people.
Oh yeah, and then turn the mic up just a little bit.
Okay. Can you hear me better now?
Yeah, I can hear you good.
Oh, okay, awesome. All right, so thank you guys for joining in tonight. Appreciate it. We're gonna jump pretty much right into it. So start introduction. So my name is Ronell Miller. I'm the founder of HBCU Startups. Started last year. We just wanted to do the Startup Sunday series to get more positive light on all the HBCU businesses in our community. I wanted to get Daniel Riley on here. I've been seeing some very positive stuff from her in terms of culture and fashion. And I think that's important. I wanted to get somebody that was representing FAMU, that was doing some good stuff. So what about you? Go ahead and tell the people your spiel.
Cool. So my name is Danelle Riley. Originally from Yonkers, New York, by way of Selma in Georgia. I went to FAMU for my undergrad experience, and it definitely just changed my life. While I was there, got to give a shout out. Beta Alpha chapter, Delta Civic Theta Sorority Incorporated. I pledged, and I also did graphic design. So while doing graphic design, I got exposed to a lot of different opportunities. People would ask for club flyers, for apparel, for different things. And so it kind of really made me start realizing wow, people really are feeling the t-shirts that I designed. Maybe this could be something, even bigger than what I'm doing. And it kind of led me into that.
Okay. Awesome. All right, so we're going to jump into this, people. If you're joining in, if you have any questions, we're going to save all the questions to the end of the live. So anybody that's joining in, just feel free to drop comments, and I'll get to them. So for my first question of the night, what made you want to start actually an HBCU clothing line? Like, why did you feel that that was important?
It was super important. So for my second degree, which I usually don't talk a lot about, I went to University of Florida. And in living in the state of Florida, you see UF apparel everywhere. And so when it comes to like FAMU, unless you're in Tallahassee, you didn't see anything. And so I'm like, you know what? I want to do something that's really not really being done right now. Like there's a couple of people that are doing HBCU clothing, but in terms of like kind of combining popular streetwear styles and like doing it in a way that's like very interesting, not just a logo plopped on it or just the name on it. Like I wanted to create something that was like really different and interesting where you would want to watch your, you would want to wear this clothing outside of just like homecoming or different,
Okay.
you want to wear this hanging out with your friends. You want to wear this when you're going out, like something that was like dope, and like that's like easily accessible. That was kind of the biggest things for me.
Okay, awesome. I guess another question that ties in with that that I had that I forgot to add on this one to start, but why some of the more like African type of print in the different colors? Like, is there something behind that too?
Oh yeah, okay. So that's really dope that you noticed that. So what I am really much inspired by like tribal and African prints. Like I love that. My pop, he used to own like an African garment store, and he would sell African like statues and kente cloth, like bow ties and just dope stuff. And this was when I was growing up, and so I like was always inspired by those type of patterns. And I love patterns, love bright colors. On the other side, one of my favorite artists is Andy Warhol. I started off as a pop artist. And so I wanted to kind of mix pop colors, stuff that, wouldn't be necessarily considered to be like, traditional African garb, and kind of blend them together. So.
Awesome. I like that. I don't know. That's just a piece and I was noticing. I was like, yeah, I forgot to add that.
Yeah, it's no worries.
How has FAMU played a role in your brand? I know you talked a little bit about it, but how is that really like in terms of mainly to be more specific? How has that really gained traction for you?
FAMU is huge. FAMU is the reason why I did any of this. Honestly, what was the backstory was FAMU has this thing every year called Be Out Day. Be Out Day is kind of like a little, almost like a little mini homecoming, and they raise money for scholarships for kids that are going to FAMU. And so they had one coming up in Atlanta. It was called Be Out Day Atlanta. I think that's probably one of the biggest ones. And a lot of my friends were like, I can't find anything, or it's like the same stuff. Like, you need to design a shirt, just kind of joking around. And I was like, maybe I should design a shirt. Maybe I, see what happened. So I hit a little pre-sale, just kind of take away a lot of the risk for myself. And so I had the pre-sale up for maybe 6 days, a little bit before the out day. And from there, we sold like over 140 pieces in just like the 6 days. And I'm like, whoa, this is crazy. And so FAMU just showed so much love. Like FAMU always shows love to like, people that are out here doing anything. And they always provide, like, if it's not, monetary, support, sharing it amongst other people, telling their friends about it, even giving advice like, hey, Rattler, you could do this a little different. And, yeah, cool. I appreciate the feedback. So I think it's kind of one of the biggest things for me. But FAMU really kickstarted the whole thing. I would say FAMU is like a large portion of our sales. And it's because, they was like our first school. So they really embraced it, like all different age groups of FAMU.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's super dope. Once again, for all the people that's joining in, I see we got some more people in here now. Feel free to drop any of the questions. I have about 4 more questions left for her, and then I'll get to your guys' questions. So, thanks, man. Thank you. But yeah, feel free to drop questions. Anything regarding HBCU startups, we'll get to those at the end for her. But for the next question of the night, what are 3 things you have learned along the way that have stuck to you on your journey as an entrepreneur?
So I've been like kind of trying to start my own businesses since I was like 14. And so just different stuff from selling candy to painting shoes, designing shirts to where I'm at right now. So I've learned a lot. And I guess you made me really think about this question. I was like, this really had my brain going like, wow, what have I learned? So thank you for that. The first one I would definitely say is, number 1, you require failure for the next success. Like, you just got to embrace the mistakes. You got to keep it moving. you have to really completely learn from each thing. Like, I really feel like you can't get to the next level until you embrace failure. And I had like a really hard, time with that. I'm like, oh my God, I'm taking these L's. I need a W right now. But honestly, like,
Yeah.
I needed those L's. Like, for real. It's definitely like, I can always think about something pivotal that happened that may be perceived as negative that took me to the next level, success wise. The second thing I would say is, don't wait for a lane to be created for you. Design it yourself.
Mm.
One of my, like, all my passions are kind of all over the place a little bit. Like, I love pop art. I love graphic design, HBCUs, blackness, Black culture. I'm like, okay, well, what does a career path look like this? A graphic designer, okay, that's only fulfilling one thing. Or, fashion, that's only one thing. So it's just like, I decided to just merge all my passions together and created something really beautiful, which is now the Culture Shop. And I'm excited about it. And I will honestly say the last one is like, don't guess what your people want, just ask them. Initially, the Florida Classic was coming up. I'm gonna tell you about this L I took. The Florida Classic was coming up, and FAMU. I know FAMU. That's where I went. But Bethune-Cookman, okay, not so familiar. Like, there are rivals, but do I really know a lot about the school? And so I created a shirt that said Bethune is the culture. And so I was like, okay, these ain't really selling like that. Like, is it because they hating because I'm from FAMU? Like, just joking in my head.
Yeah.
It was really because someone from Bethune-Cookman contacted me, and they said, we don't call Bethune. We call it Cookman. And I'm like, oh. So the nickname is Cookman, but the shirt says Bethune is the culture. But it should have said Cookman is the culture. So I should have just asked. I should have just reached out to them as opposed to assuming what they would want. So I think that's a really important thing for sure.
Awesome. I love it. That's good. The question and gaining ask. I had a call today actually with someone that was just asking me, a current Tuskegee student, like, yeah, what should I do? And like customers, this and that. And I'm like, man, you got to build some following and stuff first, and then you're gonna kind of really learn how to shape it. And you might have different ideas because of what your community has asked you as well.
Exactly. I mean, they really help you navigate to the next product. From one product to the next is really like, just seeing what their feedback is, noticing those analytics, but asking them too. So it's really important.
Exactly. So for the next question of the night, I got two more people. Thank you guys for joining in. Feel free to share. Like I said, it's going to be the start to something way more beautiful the rest of 2018. So we're excited to move our series. We were first on Instagram Live, on Facebook Live, so it's doing pretty well. So for the next question of the night is, what are some things we have planned for 2018 that you would like your community, that you would like our community to know about?
Sure.
In terms of HBCUs that people should be following you about?
So we started off, so basically, the whole thing is just the culture shop. And when we talk about the culture, like, these cultures can be kind of segmented to different things. HBCU culture is the first and most important one to us, but it goes in the umbrella of culture. So we just launched a city culture series. We're going to be in Atlanta this week. And so we released the Atlanta culture series. And Atlanta's dope because there's 3 HBCUs there, Morehouse, Spelman, Clark Atlanta. On top of which you have just Atlanta's just like just really Black and very like dope. And it's like they have one of the biggest Black art scenes. And so that's why we kind of wanted to like start creating city culture collections. And then from there, we're going to be expanding to more HBCUs. We've already expanded from our one school in October when we launched to we're like at like about 5 or 6 schools right now. And so that's really, really cool for us. We're also looking for different ways that we can get on campus. We want to go on tours to different HBCUs. We definitely getting up homecomings hard. And I mean, we have a lot of other stuff in store right now. We've actually kind of partnered up with a diversity and inclusion company, and we're going to be looking at ways that we can impact HBCU students and alum. So I'm just really, really excited. There's so much stuff. And we really want to collaborate with more brands too. So definitely some stuff in store. I mean, we just launched in October, but we're ready to roll for real.
Exactly. That's good. I see you picking up the traction. The traction is important. Yeah. You got one question. I'm gonna say no. Let's jump into that one right now.
Okay. What schools are next? Okay, so right now these are schools we have. We have FAMU. We have Cookman. So I got it right now. Bethune-Cookman. We have Howard. Let's see who else we have. We just launched Clark Atlanta, Spelman, and Morehouse. We're looking at Morgan State. I know she wants Morgan State. North Carolina A&T, and we're looking at, there's one other school, Hampton, and Tuskegee too. So.
Okay. I was gonna ask you too. You know, you had to get NCAT on there for me.
Oh yeah. I got you. The way we've been doing it is just like based off of like what events is coming up. So, but we do work on other stuff in the interim too.
So, are you gonna try to do something for CIAA too?
Definitely.
That would be dope.
Definitely.
Yeah, that would be dope. All right. So, for the next question, thank you for that. Last question of the night, people. So go ahead, drop your questions for. I'm on my last question of the night. I got 5 for it. So I kind of changed this last question for you. You know, with everything going on with Black Panther and all that, there's been a lot of hype in the community. Why is it necessarily important for us to support one another within our as people?
It's so important because you're thinking about, you know, in terms of like the Black dollar. You know, ours stays in our community the lowest as opposed to other cultures, 6 hours in comparison to 28 days at the highest. So it's just like, if we're not supporting our culture and, you know, if we're not protecting it, like what exactly is, you know, who are we going to rely on to do it? That's the simplest way to say it. It's like, if we're not doing it, then who? Like, who cares more about Black culture than we do and supporting Black businesses? So I just feel like, you know, we should just, you know, take that charge to ourselves to definitely, you know, really move forward with supporting Black businesses, you know, Black education, Black people more.
You hit it on the noggin right there. Any question? Oh, there's one question. What inspired you to use Susie Carmichael as the ATL line?
Okay, should I give you like the ghetto answer or like the real answer? Nah, but the real answer is the ghetto answer. I love Gucci Mane. That's why. Gucci is Atlanta to me. I lived in Atlanta, you know, for half my life. So it's like Atlanta's super dope to me, and Gucci represents Atlanta culture to me. And so whenever I think about like, you know, I think about Atlanta, I think about the hip hop scene, and I think that song just sticks out to me. And it just really just it just made sense to me. Like literally one day I was listening to Gucci on shuffle, and I was like, what? And I designed a Susie shirt in like 30 minutes. It just, whenever I design something real quick like that, I'm like, it's a winner, it's a banger. And so far, it's received really great response. Like, I want it to be very, very much like drenched in culture. Like, I'm not, you know, I want it to be very authentic. And that Susie shirt seemed like Atlanta authenticity to me. Oh, that's great.
Any other questions? So for the people that can't come in like that are HBCU staff community, she's been doing HBCU Culture Shop since last October, but she's gained so much traction. I say you got what? You close to like 3,000 followers or something already?
Yeah, almost. Yeah.
Yeah, she almost had like 3,000 followers. So like, it's been picking up a lot of traction, mainly like social word of mouth and, you know, people posting with the designs, you know, on social and stuff. And people have been sharing it. So that's good. It started at FAMU. So we just discussed, you know, how's FAMU played a role in her brand, what are 3 things she's learned along the way, and gave us some great insight.
Yeah.
So yeah, any more questions, go ahead. If not,
okay, Alexis. Okay. Do you make clothing for other companies or just yours? Usually for me, I have a design studio too. So there's kind of 2 sides of the house. There's the culture clothing side, and then I own a personal design studio. Usually I don't, just because it's simply just conflict of interest. Like, I know that my style kind of pours into other people's designs. Unless it's someone I'm very close to, I usually don't. But what I do offer is, you know, for custom, for customs, for, you know, small groups. If anyone's like, okay, well, you know, I go to this HBCU, we have like a reunion coming up, can you design it? Absolutely. But if it's for like another clothing line itself, usually I don't.
Okay.
Just know my style will pour into whatever that is, and they would be selling kind of like my style when I could just do it myself. But I would definitely advise anyone as much as possible. I would help them, provide direction, and I also have a group of close designer friends that I refer them to as well.
Okay, that makes sense. Oh, someone asking, do you have any merch to show us tonight? She's wearing some right now.
Yeah, I mean, I got the HBCUs are the culture crew. We're actually about to have a huge sale on the cruise, you know, right before the summer hits. Well, spring. I know I have the new Black Panther jersey that we just created, just in case.
So
Black
Panther jersey.
It's a hockey jersey, and that's on sale on our site right now. Let's see. You know, we have our hats, of course. Our Rattler caps for FAMU that did pretty well. The black one's completely sold out, but we do still have the white available. And obviously we have our FAMU shirts. So FAMU this is our most popular shirt. This is our FAMU forever. So.
FAMU forever. That's lit. That's lit. That's lit. So yeah, any more questions, people?
Oh, there's one for you.
Where can people come to you for their graphic design needs?
Well, there's one above Stephanie. There's Jamaris. He asked you, where do you see yourself in 5
years? I don't see Jamaris' comment. Where's that one? What did he ask? I'm not seeing it.
Oh, he said, where do you see yourself in 5 years? I guess maybe in terms of the HBCU startups.
Oh, in 5 years for HBCU startups, I say our mission, our goal right now is to find every single HBCU startup. I mean, we're not, because we're going to have new freshmen coming in each year, but we want to be that hub for where they can connect, network and get the resources that they need. The biggest need right now the community wants is social, so more presence, like the stuff we're doing, like this Startup Sundays, just listening to them. They want to get more exposure. They want to share and connect with their own community that they already have, while also embracing ours as a whole. So in 5 years, I say that, and I say the big thing I would say more investing, like the startups that I think really have what it takes. Put some real dollars behind them and get to the next. That would be like the real big goal, I say, in 5.
Yep. Cool. Where can people contact you for design needs? So on the design side, it is daydreamerdesignstudio.com. It's also Daydreamer Design on Instagram for the design side. And in terms of Alexis, you can just send me a DM or a message and we can talk about that a little bit more further in detail.
That's the homework right there, Alexis. You're doing that.
Yeah.
But yeah, any more questions, people? If not, we finna be out. We wrapped it. I told you that was quick.
Yeah, it was. I guess we'll wait just a little bit for any more questions.
Yeah, we can wait a little bit. I'm gonna start sharing some more on Facebook too.
No problem.
Yeah, I got her number too, Alexa, and email. You want me to shoot her your email, your number? I can connect y'all.
Cool.
You heard me?
Yeah, definitely connect us.
Yeah, that's fine. All right, let me share this in like one more group. Let's see. I put it on the HBCU startup page. I hope so.
Yeah. Thanks, sis.
No problem. Yeah. Oh, and for any of you people, I got March application open for Startup Sunday. So the rest of February.
Okay, Jamaris.
But he has a business. If you got a business, you hit me up. hbcustartups@gmail.com. Yeah, I got all of March. Well, dang, I booked another one today for the first week in March. But the rest of March is open. So you guys share this. Any businesses you guys have or people, connect them with our page. Instagram will be doing some more of these.
Definitely. Yeah, this is really dope. I'm really proud of you for making this, making this platform. It's awesome. It's necessary. So.
It's necessary. Like I saw a post today, like, dang, B, try to be the person that you wish you would have had when you were doing your thing. And like, I didn't have stuff like this. I was like, dang, I wish I could have had stuff. I knew what people were doing at FAMU when I was in school, or what people were doing at Tuskegee, or,
Exactly.
Southern, whatever. Like, we don't have this stuff. So it's important at the times now, like, it's important. That's why I think this is a big weekend as a Black community, like, not even just the whole diaspora as a whole. Like, when we come together and support our businesses, it's important because, one, like what you just said, like, it's important that we trace that dollar and we put the term of that dollar. One, saving money, we're then investing back into the community. Like, there's so much we can do, but it takes money, time, and it takes recognition. So like, the biggest thing, like, that's why it's important we get more brand recognition. So like, that's our big focus, like, this whole year is like more brand recognition, pumping stuff out, and things of that nature.
I completely agree. And then you were actually one of the very first people that was able, that posted about the culture shop when we launched. So I just want to thank you for that too.
Yeah,
you posted no problem. Like, you posted it like in a day after I sent you everything. So
yeah, no problem. So yeah, I'm pretty good. I'm gonna start trying to get some more interns and stuff too. Some more people that want to work in marketing. So, yep.
Awesome.
But yeah,
we might be done with questions.
Yeah, we're gonna be out, y'all. Y'all tired from Black Panther awarding watch this weekend?
That's really what it is. Like,
Y'all done went to Black Panther in the after party and y'all burnt out now.
exactly. Well,
The church.
but yeah, I'm definitely gonna reshare this too as well. So
Yeah. Reshare this, but yeah, we can be done. Oh, we're on YouTube too. So like another important reason why we wanted to move from Instagram. Instagram Live doesn't let you convert yet because it's so new.
mm-hmm.
So we're gonna convert this Facebook page, and you guys, whoever have YouTube channels or whatever that really liked it, like share this on. This will be on YouTube, HBCU Startups as well. So we'll put that on you for you now, and I'll get you the link when I edit that. Y'all just got Wakanda. Yeah, we got jet lag.
That
Man,
has to
where
be
the
it.
Man, I told y'all burnt out, and y'all.
They
I
shut
mean,
out this weekend.
Facebook ain't even Facebook no more. It's Black Book now.
Exactly.
Like
Everything.
Black Panther right now.
Blackstagram, Black Book, like
Black
Blitter.
Book. We didn't shut it down this weekend, but that's how. I mean, that's what it is. Like we got billions of people that are from the diaspora. Like if we just take $1 from one of those people, like this is what we get. So I'm excited. I'm all here for it.
I'm hoping the same excitement is there for the HBCU Rising documentary, which is airing tomorrow. So.
Oh yeah, check that out.
And we are having a pop-up in Tampa. For anybody that's in Tampa, we are doing a pop-up shop and a viewing at OTL Vibes Lounge, which is Black owned. And it's going to be a viewing party. So for anybody in Tampa.
Anybody in Tampa, go check it out.
Cool.
And it'll be on PBS. What time is it again?
It's going to be airing at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, 9 o'clock PBS. All right, well, that's all we got. All right, peace. Thank you
Thank you.
I'll definitely like to have you back on. Like,
oh yeah.
Maybe like we'll do something like in the summer of this.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Say where you are when you got new products and stuff. Then we just do Instagram.
All right, I'm down.
All right.
Thank you again.
All right, peace.
All right, peace.
All right, out.